good job pressing on that button and coming to the Music Club podcast.
Hi everyone. My name is Colin, and I born in 2003. And my dream is to build a game company with great music. That's all.
Nice.
I'm Kalia. I was also born in 2003. I'm an art history major, and my dream is to be a professor.
Cool. Hi, I'm Alana. I'm in my second semester, and I want to be a musician and write my own songs.
Hi, my name is Lucky. I was born in the 1900s, and my dream is to continue loving music and then find ways to put it in everyone's life.
Ooh. Hi everyone, I am a special guest here. Thank you all for having me. And I was not born in 2003.
I'm Lucky Magonis. I was also not born in 2003. I'm a audio production major, and my dream is to work in the voice acting industry.
Rad.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
So news, we've got Art Fest
Tomorrow,
tomorrow from
Okay.
11 to 3.
11 to 3, April 12th, here on the Miramar campus.
Yeah, so you have to come because it's my birthday, so.
It's your birthday?
God.
Wow.
So yeah.
If only we had a soundboard, Doc.
Maybe not.
I'm very not smart, so let's.
Today's topic is going to be AI in music and our personal takes on it.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing.
Go, Lucky.
I am very much against AI. Throughout centuries, artists have thought of many ideas on how to express their thoughts on something, whether it be like a painting or a song or whatever the hell they want. And with AI, there's no creativity there. It's not human. It can't make something humans can.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, to be honest, I think that AI is way not possible to do it because it cannot bring the emotion.
Exactly, yeah. It's just nothing. It's got nothing going for it.
Yeah, I agree with that aspect of there needs to be human and humanity in art for it to like actually be art.
Exactly.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to because AI is not, it's true, it's like not an organic thing, it's not living, but it does come from people. Like it didn't just spontaneously happen, like people build AI machines. And in a way it's like it is its own intelligence, and so it could it like has the potential, at some point in the future it can. And in a lot of ways AI is already ingrained in music, like auto-tune
Yeah.
has a lot of AI. Speaking of your shirt, the whole
Excuse
Get
me?
Back, your shirt, the whole Get Back thing was possible because the found footage, or not the found footage, but like the documentary footage, they used AI to scrub it up and to make the audio legible.
Oh yeah, I read
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like AI is useful in a lot of different aspects of music. So there's that side of it, and then there's the side you guys are talking about with the creation of music, stealing people's, or
Yeah.
stealing
Their
people's
voice.
voices
Yeah.
literally from them and creating something new.
Mhm.
But couldn't that also be something creative?
I do agree with that. So my stance on it is AI should be a tool, not the creator of what you're trying to make.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, like, what ways do you think that AI improves music and like the production or like the distribution, the advertising of music?
I'm not that knowledgeable in AI, so.
Nor am I. But I don't know. AI is a very interesting topic because, like how you guys had said, like it is lacking that kind of human connection. But I don't think that that means that it can't be art that is appreciated, which is kind of where my problem with this problem is because, like, if a factory made a chair that I think looks really nice, like, someone designed the chair, yes.
Yeah.
In the same way that someone designed that AI to make that song beautiful or make that art beautiful, right? So there's still a part of that original humanity in it. So I don't know. I do not agree with the AI stealing concepts from people without their permission, because that's not cool, especially if they're not getting credited for that theft. But in general, I think it's I don't know. I'm very, like, right in the middle of it, like right middle of the road, because I really love appreciating art in most any form.
Okay.
So it's hard for me to be like, oh, well, all of AI is bad because this person who made this AI stole everyone's ideas on art, you know?
Okay, yeah, I understand that. So, like, the art is art.
The art. Separating the art from the artist.
Art. And you're trying to appreciate the art rather than the humanity. It doesn't matter if there's humanity into it, or is it like...
I think it's mostly, but I think it's like, I am an appreciator of art.
So am I.
And if I see art and I appreciate that art, then to me it doesn't matter who or what made it. I mean, if a frog puts little lily pads on something and I'm like, dang, that's art. It's a frog. Frog made it.
No other explanations.
Art made.
I agree with Kalia. I want to play a little bit of devil's advocate as well, is that at the end of the day, like, AI should be used as a tool. And AI is very helpful and useful in the aspects of music, and I get that. However, I am speaking from my own personal views, is that AI is so fearful. Where do we as humans draw the line? Where do we have the boundaries? AI is incorporating in so much stuff. I know it's incorporating in therapy. That's the whole point of therapy, is so we can connect with another human being and work through our problems. AI is incorporating itself in schoolwork, but we're not going to get on that too much.
No rabbit holes.
Yeah, it's just getting, it's just becoming so much, and it makes movies like the Will Smith movie, I forgot what it's called, I, Robot. It makes that so much more realer. And where do we as humans, like, draw the line? You know what I mean? I think therapy should be left alone. Music, yes, it can be helpful. Yes, I mean, even AI in therapy could be useful, with using the point of, scheduling and things like that. But I think there needs to be a real life, like, boundary between music.
Yeah, there should be.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If I ask you a question, so like you said that we need to use the tool to create the music, but here's the thing. What if someone used ChatGPT to write the song?
Yeah, so that's also something I think about. Like, if someone uses an AI tool and has it write the whole song for you, and then they put it to music,
I mean,
is that still human? Like,
they could. The ChatGPT help you wrote the song and the alphabet whatsoever, but he still write the music.
yeah.
It's still legal somehow.
Yeah, so, like, from what I've read in the music industry, there's like three dividing parts. There's the lyrics, there's the composition, and then there's the recording. And different people usually will have a part and make the production of each part, and they'll get those royalties off of those. So if an AI is writing the lyrics and then there's still a person composing and recording and producing the song, then who gets the royalties and the money for the lyrics? Is it the AI company who created the AI, or is it the
Like
person?
the prompter.
Yeah, the prompter.
But they already got our money, so Same.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's so important to have that boundary, is because
Yeah.
you don't know where to go from there. You know, who gets the money, and I think that's what happens with the SAG-AFTRA. With the whole thing. I mean, they had a little thing. I don't know if I can talk about Netflix, but Netflix was a show about how, you know, they had the beautiful, I forgot her name, Selena Gomez. But anyway, she's playing a character and she's defecating in a church. And, you know, she's mad at the producers and saying, hey, this is not me, this is AI. How could you have me defecating in a church? You're ruining my reputation. And it's a funny way, because it's looking at society and saying, hey, this is the problem with AI. You can have somebody doing something in a church and can totally destroy their careers.
Yeah.
Or, you know, we can play with it. Of course, it's fun to play with things and have different scenes in different movies, absolutely. But where is the boundary?
Right. And I think that the AI conversation is still so new.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, there's like the problem with deep fakes
Oh,
and like
yeah.
all of that stuff, which is a huge can of worms. But I mean, even recently with OpenAI, I forgot his name, Sam something, like the head of it. You know, he was trying to advocate in Congress for legality, like legal protections against exactly what we're talking about, the line between, you know, what is ethical in AI. And then the board fired him and tried to get rid of him because they wanted to take it as far as they wanted to, you know, for the money aspect of it, I mean, even the like exploratory aspect of it, like how far can you go with AI? But there is, you know, a conversation of that line in putting legal bounds for it. And I think that it's a good conversation for us to have, you know, and we're just, you know, a music club and we're only talking about really like the music side of it. But like you said earlier, AI is infiltrating every industry and every aspect of it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I remember a few months back, SAG-AFTRA, is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They were striking against AI for a few months. And it seemed to work. Up until they signed a deal for AI. Like, SAG-AFTRA is just going to allow AI to replace them.
Well, I mean, there's
Well, yeah, there's some company allow AI work, but yeah, it's a little bit complicated about
Yeah.
the legal thing.
Yeah,
but-
I was also worried because I was worried that I get the facts wrong. So there's that.
yeah, and I mean, there was a lot that went into the SAG-AFTRA strike.
Yeah.
It was advocating not just for like protections against AI, but also for like better wages and you know, protections for actors and extra work.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, so there's a lot that goes into that. And I mean, the entertainment industry in general, the music industry in general, has a lot of issues. And I think
Yeah.
AI is just kind of a scoop
Yeah.
more into the pile, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the steaming pile.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of tomorrow, exactly, is on, you know, April 12th, the Muse Club in the music is having their art fest. You know what I mean? AI didn't create this art. AI didn't, you know, can't do poetry. I mean, we can figure out a way to do it, but that's the whole point, is for us to come together as a community and just to share each other's arts and expressions, you know, person to person, human to human. And that's the whole point.
Definitely. There's also the conversation, I know, at least from the art aspect of it, where, you know, what is art if not the collection of everything that the person has learned?
Yeah.
You know, like
Sure.
one of the first things that you do in art school is that you copy the masters. And so, you know, that's a conversation we can have. Is AI not just doing what people do?
I feel like it is, because from my understanding of AI, it takes like other human experiences and just mashes them together. But then what is that? Is it a mashed ball, or is it its own experience? If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I
No,
get
it
that.
does.
Yeah, I mean, we are human. I mean, even myself, I copied the famous singer about how they do it and how they impress the voice. But sometime in the future, we need to create our own creation.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, and AI cannot do the own creation. They just learn it from someone else.
Well, I agree and disagree. Because, like Kalia was saying, like, do we not learn from the masters when we originally start learning any kind of art, right? Like, there's no way that I can learn Jimi Hendrix's songs and play like Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
That's just not possible. Like, I could get really close.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm still going to be using other experiences and techniques that I've learned through my trial and error of learning this art to hopefully be better, but like to get to that level. So if AI is just doing that exact same thing and it is still creating something, albeit similar, it will not be the same.
Well, we human basically we just copy about 90 or 80%, but AI basically they can 100% copy does exactly the same. But here's the thing, because we are different, so we have a different talent about how we express the music. For example, I like game music, but or someone like K-pop, J-pop, whatever
Yeah.
they want. So basically, we are different in how we taste the music.
Right.
That's another interesting conversation about, specifically, the pop industry. And I know K-pop has the issue as well, where it's like manufactured music. You're putting a formula to these certain things and then like creating idols. Like it's taking away almost an organic nature to the music. Is that not just what AI is doing? Are we not taking away the humanity already?
But here's
That's
the thing.
man.
Here's the thing. The K-pop industry is really large, but here's the thing. There are way too many K-pop stars or idolized. So basically, I just remember Big Bang or whatever, and I don't remember the whole different smaller singer. So basically, we can remember about 5 or 6 singers, or maybe it's hard to get in the music production. So
Oh yeah.
And I don't know like too much of that nature, going
Yeah.
deep into it,
Yeah.
but to play devil's advocate to it as well is thinking about it. I don't know if you guys know the artist Aaliyah. When Aaliyah passed away, she was a young pop artist, not R&B artist back in the 90s, and she passed away in early 2000s. And a couple of years later, she put out a CD. And as we all know, it's kind of hard to put out music when you're not alive.
Yeah.
But it to me at that point, it was cool for me because it was like, oh, I get to hear this person's voice one more time. Oh, she gets to put out music another time. As we all know, Tupac is still putting out music some form or
Yeah.
another. All these
Prince as
artists,
well.
exactly. All these artists who have passed away are putting out music, and to me, it's like a little bit of home because we grew up on this music.
Oh, yeah.
However, it is like to a point where we know this is AI. Where do we stop it at?
Yeah, it's
I
almost like a
wonder-
bastardization of it.
Yeah.
The one exception to that is like Freddie Mercury died in 1991, and Queen released an album in 1995. But even that's excusable because the whole bunch of Freddie Mercury soul songs, but if they were played by Queen themselves, as well as some unreleased songs by Queen.
Yeah.
It's just, it brings me back to my main point of where is the boundary at?
Right.
Where do we draw the line at? Because I'm not gonna lie, I
Yeah.
do like hearing other artists and
Of
hearing
course.
new songs, but it's kind of disconcerting a little bit.
Spooky.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like I wonder: is it a bastardization or is it like a resurrection? Like, are you giving that artist and letting their memory live on, or is it just like? Do we
Musical
know if that's
necromancy.
something that the artist would want?
Right.
So then, like, I don't know. It's just an interesting question.
Especially because for a lot of the artists that we just mentioned, AI wasn't that crazy yet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like that's not even something they could have like put in their wills. Like, don't make mysterious music from me later after I'm gone.
Yeah.
Beyond the grave.
So what do you think the line should be? Like what's your personal takes on, if you had control of like the legality behind it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
what's the line?
I think I'm still stuck with the AI should be a tool. So, like, if there are recordings, then I say refining those recordings with AI is something that's okay. But if you're taking that artist's voice and, like, without their permission or anything, using their likeness to put it to your own music, like, yes, that is a very drastic change from the first example I shared, but I feel like that is insane. And especially if you're monetizing off of it, then it's not the artist who's modifying, like, not the voice, the artist of whose voice you're using. If you yourself are monetizing off of that, then that's insane to me.
That's literally theft. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, because then what about impressions? People who make profit off of like impersonating. Like, how does that play into it? Like,
That's different because you're doing the impressions yourself. You're not relying on AI itself to do the impression for you, right?
Well,
I think-
AI cannot do that yet because AI cannot go crazy or angry or
There-
something like
There
that.
are AI covers going everywhere on YouTube right now.
Oh, yeah.
I
And
mean,
I think
that-
the
I
main
know.
thing with the impersonating is, there's an impersonator, and like they say who they're impersonating, and you obviously see that there's like this whole other person.
I think
But with
I
with
think
AI,
the point that it's like satirical is what
Yeah.
makes impersonation okay.
and especially the aspect of my brain's gone.
You gotta keep checking.
Keep on trucking.
so it's like the human aspect of it, because it's a person.
Yeah,
You know that it's
Exactly.
not them.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So then for the line and boundary with AI, should it just like be citing that this is created with AI? Is that enough, or is there more that you need?
I feel like there should be more. I just don't know what. Like, should it be there's royalties going to that artist, or should it be like just what you said, just citing that this is AI, it's not the artist? Because like you said with the Selena thing, I feel like
Salma
there
Hayek.
wasn't.
Sorry, I just remembered her name. Sorry.
Oh shoot, was it?
Yeah, it was Salma Hayek. But no, go ahead. Go ahead.
He said
No, no, no.
Selena, but he meant Salma.
Oh, okay. But like the fact that it wasn't common knowledge for it to be known that it was AI and not the actual actor doing that is a problem, because obviously it's ruining her reputation. So I think like obvious knowledge and obvious like signs saying, hey, this is AI, this scene is AI, this voice is AI, yada yada yada.
So like disclaimers.
Yes, of course.
And then I definitely think a big portion of the legality of what makes things okay or not is credit where credit is due.
Oh yeah.
And what's that word you said? R word, money,
Royalties.
royalties, and royalties where royalties are due. So like if I'm going to use, let's say, Selena's likeness after she is gone, and use AI to do it, there should one be a disclaimer in my music that I used AI to generate, etc., as well as crediting the source that I originally got it from, and then giving some of those royalties that I get from making bajillions of dollars off of a Selena song back to
The
that
estate.
family, estate, etc.
Yeah, I feel like, because obviously there's the three aspects. So like if you're using their voice, then those royalties should go there. But if you wrote the song and you produced the song, then you should still get those royalties.
Surprisingly, there's a lot of artists who I come to find out who write songs for other artists,
Mm.
and that's
wow.
fine, and that's totally great. And
course.
however, they're getting a big piece of chunk of that. I don't know too much into that. Shout out to Miramar's Business Club. Come on here so we can have some math on here. But it's weird because where do you, as you guys said, it does go to their family, to the estates or whatever, but where do you have that division? Where's that boundary? Where's that line?
Oh yeah.
Because I would love for NSYNC to come out with another song and another album, but you know they're never going to get back together. You know?
So I think you could almost like tag on a third thing to what you were saying versus like credit, royalties, and consent.
Oh,
I think
yes.
getting
Yeah,
consent
the
from the estate is important.
Mm.
If it's posthumous, and then if they're obviously alive, then
Then
tell
Of
them.
course,
Get-
yeah.
get
Run
consent.
Salma Hayek her check, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
But it's funny because like a lot of songs that if I see on YouTube, this is how I knew a lot about some songs is that a lot of people did impersonations, or a lot of people rewrote the song to their own liking, and I fell in love with that. I'm like, oh, what's the original song? You know what I mean? And come to find out, I like the rework of the song, not the original.
Sometimes
But
I feel like that.
yeah, but it's just I don't know, like. I think there's, like I said, there's a different level between AI doing it and then another human being doing it. Because ultimately, you kind of get the praise if I'm doing, I'm sorry, I'm a random artist, but if I'm doing a Diana Ross song, you know what I mean? She gets the notoriety because, you know, she came out with the song. But even though they're looking at me doing it on YouTube. So,
Right.
what are you guys' thoughts? Crazy?
Crazy.
You're not crazy. You're not crazy at all.
I mean, we're all a little crazy.
Yeah.
Society.
In AI with music and in movies, do you guys think that it has the same lines, the same drawback?
I think for the most part, there are very similar lines. Like you said, the royalties, consent, the other one,
Credit.
credit.
Yeah.
Of course.
But like, yeah, I think those three should be like at least like a widespread sort of thing. Like,
Across
the
energy.
basis.
yeah, especially
Yeah.
like if you're using it as like so, I want to say intimately, like a stronger word, but I can't remember the word because that's how my brain works.
Got
Like
it.
if you're using it so much, if it's such like a pillar in the art that you're creating, then I feel like there's a lot more that needs to be done to be like shown
Mm.
that it is AI. But like if you're using it as a tool to like better a recording or figure out like the spaces in your producing thing,
Mhm.
then I feel like that's okay as long as you're like, if the AI is free, then it's free. Like if you need to pay for the AI,
Okay. Camera died.
It's fine. We resuscitated it.
I don't remember where we left off,
that's crazy. I don't either.
but I had a thought. We were having a slight discussion while our camera was recharging, and Doc had said, you know, that using AI too much, especially in writing and academically, it stunts your growth. Could the same thing be said about music? Like, how good of an artist are you if you have to rely on AI? Like, should you not just get better?
That's what I was
Just-
I was actually going to say
You
that.
just got
I
automatically
was going to say that because I was going to be like,
Thank you.
music, I can grow emotionally, but
Right.
academically, I need a little bit of help. No, cut that out, please. No.
Very slow. So I don't know. I think that is a good point. Because like I keep saying this, but like AI as a tool is good. But how much should that tool support you?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's also like we humans made this tool because we need it, or it just makes life easier. And that's kind of like why humans are.
Yeah.
We like things that make things convenient. So
Do you think that AI will stunt the music industry or be a catalyst for innovation?
I think both maybe 50-50, but
Oh,
well,
yeah.
basically we impress the music by emotion. Sometimes we have an anger issue, we can roll out the music. But you know, if you have an anger issue and you ask an AI therapy to ask, oh, I have an angry one, and how should an AI solve that problem for you?
Yes,
And
I
now-
think the therapist would be more inclined to know who you are and have that build that relationship with you. You know,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
know who you are. They had a few sessions with you. You know, with AI, as you stated before, it's more of like, yeah, if you're angry, you should do this, count to 3,
Oh, yeah.
and it should be whatever we put into the computer, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
With a human, it's that repertoire. It's that, hey, I've been angry too. I know what you go. I know what you go through. I know how you feel. With music, I think it's a little bit different. I think it can. See, to me, I'm such a competitive person. I feel that it would help me get better. AI put out this great song. Okay, let me see how I can switch it up a little bit. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Oh,
basically,
yeah.
we use music to connect people, not
Exactly.
connect through online like ChatGPT.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Going back to anger, that's what punk is all about. See, you got punk, which is all this anger being channeled into one song, and AI just cannot do that as well as the Sex Pistols or the Clash can.
Facts.
Okay, counterpoint. Is AI not punk rock? It kind of is.
What?
Can you explain that? What do you mean?
Yeah,
Okay,
please
'cause
specify.
The ethos, okay, I sat in on Doc's class the other day, so I'm an expert at punk, obviously.
Are you?
Are
Okay.
Are you?
We have.
I took one class of yours.
No, you're not. Bro, you're a
We're
fraud. Get out of here.
taught,
Okay, whatever. Like the ethos of punk rock is like going against convention,
Exactly,
going
yeah.
against norms,
Yeah.
and we're having this conversation. AI breaks all the conventions that have been there up till this point. It shakes up the industry. Is
But-
it not punk rock?
Yeah.
Okay, but why are you going against the convention and the status quo?
Exactly.
That
the
is what
emotion
makes
behind
punk
it.
What exactly do
We
you
as
find?
humans
Like-
live every
What
single day, so
exactly
we
do you
know.
find
know what
that's
I mean?
wrong
There's
with
no
those
brain.
conventions?
Well,
Come on!
That was my question either.
Come on!
I was shooting right from the hip.
but like at the same time, you so like you say that AI is punk rock because it's going against, but is it not just that weird wax ball of everything?
I think I think AI is particularly conformist
Yeah.
because it is taking from all of these other things. Like AI can attempt to be punk, but first of all, punk is a lifestyle, and you have to be alive to have a lifestyle. That's how the word life works.
Exactly.
But also, it is taking from all of these societal norms, and it's like, oh, what is the best music of this day and age? Oh, what is the best way that this art was made by this person?
Yeah.
And it's accumulating all those so that it can conform the best to be as good as a human is.
Yeah.
So, decidedly not punk.
That's very interesting.
I mean, they don't even know that punk the rock.
Yeah.
They don't even know punk.
Like decidedly punk, not punk rock.
Decidedly
Yeah.
not
Decidedly.
punk rock.
It will never be on those ranks.
I mean, because because teenagers. I mean, not to say the teenagers all about punk, but teenagers went through, and humans too, just went through so many emotions. We go through so many things every single day, in and out.
Oh, yeah.
So AI doesn't have that advantage.
Exactly.
We do.
Yeah.
And it truly is an advantage, although
yeah.
sometimes it really sucks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's part of what makes being a human being a human.
Literally just described me on my anxiety medication.
Just a human being a human.
Yeah,
Just
like sometimes.
Just a
but-
dude being a guy, you know.
The guys being dudes.
That's how it's like.
Yeah,
Decidedly not punk.
it's beautiful.
Never be.
It's like a great little like wave right now. That's how I feel. I don't know. It's weird.
Would you play your ukulele about that great wave? Perhaps.
I'm gonna get a couple of notes wrong just because I don't know how things work.
But AI wouldn't get the notes wrong, so that's why you're better.
That's why you are punk.
But they did
Yeah,
not
yeah.
live an honest life
Yeah.
and bring
Yeah.
her here to this point.
AI never makes mistakes.
Yay!
See Alana perform tomorrow, April 12th, at the Miramar Music and Muses Festival.
That's crazy. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
AI, you can't do that.
Yeah.
AI
Take that, AI.
Maybe do that.
Take video.
Wait, Clea, aren't you also performing tomorrow
Oh my
on
gosh.
the April 12th Muses Festival?
Wait a minute.
As a matter of fact, Lucky, I am.
Wait a minute, Neil. Are you performing anything tomorrow?
I don't know, are you? Because we're
Oh,
supposed to be
snap.
doing it together.
Like besties do?
Like
besties.
besties do.
I'm getting baited into doing something. If you see me perform tomorrow,
Just
just
know
know
we got something
I got
Yeah.
bribed.
Yeah, take that.
Beep beep vroom vroom. As we say on the bus.
Okay, AI.
That's it.
Come to the Miramar Music Festival tomorrow, please.
Yeah. And think
Pretty
about
please.
think about what we said about AI. What's your stance? Tell us in
And
the
please
comments.
remember that. Sorry. Please remember that they were so gracious to help me, the music club, to have me every other Thursday. They are recording here in the H building at 2 p.m. Please come and join them. I call out all the clubs, especially the ones I'm in. Please come and join.
H216.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 See you later.